This is Zen English Podcast, a mini podcast giving you tips and tricks to help yourself work at your English. In today's episode, let's look at some ways to help yourself produce more, give yourself ideas, navigate your mind, your conversation, and maybe even your writing. When talking about all of those things, we need to come up with ideas on how to do this by ourselves. You might be alone in your room working on your English, and you hit the glass ceiling. That's a limit, a glass ceiling, and you can't produce anymore. You just run out of ideas. Well, here are two great websites that can help you produce more, think better, and get more out of yourself in English. If you go to iteslj.org, that's iteslj.org, O-R-G, look in the category of questions. If you click on questions at iteslj.org, you can see that there are hundreds of topics, and each topic has several questions, totaling thousands, to help you think in English, or write in English, or generate conversation in English. You can see that they will prompt you into answering those interesting questions. It expands the ideas that you might come up with by yourself. It's an easy way to look at different topics that you would maybe never think about, and especially never write about. So it's a good idea to use these points as questions to answer in your writing, in your conversation with an exchange partner or a language exchange partner, or just thinking in English. Another phenomenal way to extend what you're producing by stimulating the way you think about it and how you answer the questions is to investigate Bloom's Taxonomy. We've explored this a little bit on this podcast. That's Bloom's Taxonomy, B-L-O-O-M'(S) Taxonomy, T-A-X-O-N-O-M-Y, Bloom's Taxonomy. Bloom's Taxonomy explores the different levels of thinking. Higher levels of thinking, depending on prior knowledge, remembering content, understanding, applying these concepts, analyzing the material, evaluating the significance of it, and eventually creating original work. But a more interesting concept are Bloom's Taxonomy question stems. If you Google Bloom's Taxonomy question stems, you will see several websites that are dedicated to providing examples and sample questions to help you explore topics deeper, to think about them on higher levels, and change the perspective on how you think about things. By mixing the two concepts, the questions that you can find at iteslj.org and Bloom's Taxonomy question stems, you can see that by sitting down with a good dictionary or a friend or just your mind, that you can extend your production, all the things that you want to talk about and things you never knew you could talk about, all generated and provoked by great questions and different levels of thinking. It's simple. Open up the pages on your computer or on your cell phone. I know some people call it a mobile, but I say cell phone. Look at those pages and sit down and think. Answer the questions. Open up those pages with a language exchange partner or a friend who wants to speak English with you. Put your favorite plant in front of you on your desk. Read the questions and answer them aloud. Plants can be good listeners. And these are especially functional as prompts and jump-off points for writing. You can always apply this in your journals or in your writing for school or for your language academy or just for fun. Again, check these things out. The website iteslj.org and click on questions, or simply put into your internet web search Bloom's Taxonomy and Bloom's Taxonomy question stems. The combinations are limitless. This has been Zen English Podcast.